All right, so this video is about what it takes to be a top producer. And I'm driving right now. I just want to tell you a little bit about my day. Okay, started off in Anaheim, went to Downey, was there in Downey, worked, set up some appointments, then drove to Hawthorne, did another meeting, handled 3 conference calls after that. Now, I'm on my way to Riverside from Hawthorne, another an hour and a half, meeting another broker. I'm going to have a meeting there to potentially bring on another company. And I have another 2 conference calls after that. So, just want to give you some context. When I'm telling you that this is what it takes to be a top producer, I'm living and breathing what I'm going to tell you to do right now. You have to be intentional at every moment of your day. If you're in real estate, which you are, if you're listening to this right now, your job is to be in front of buyers and sellers every single day. But in order to actually do that, you first got to prime yourself. And how you prime yourself is that a day before, you better make sure that you plan your day. Like, what do you want to accomplish today? Every 15 minutes of your day should be accounted for. 15 minutes to create an ad, 15 minutes to check your emails, 15 minutes to return some phone calls, 15 minutes to set up a campaign. You do your 15-minute increments, and then you also go and do bigger time blocks where you have an uninterrupted time block where you do it for lead generation. The thing is that, we think that those things on a daily basis are not making an impact, but they are. Once you finish accomplishing that, of documenting your every 15 minutes, start off with an hour, start off with 2 hours, but then get it down to 15 minutes. If you really become honest and pay attention to your time, you will see that you're probably spending 90% of your day on some crap that doesn't make a difference to your vision. So you also got to be really connected with what you're creating. If it's to build a massive pipeline in listings, then build 5 different strategies on how you're going to get that done. If you're going to do listings, then cold calling is going to be one. You can call neighborhood, circle prospecting. Number 2, you can call expireds. Number 3, you can call for sale by owners. Number 4, you can call NODs. And number 5, you can also door knock. Those are 5 strategies, and then you would implement that in your day. You also, if you wanted to attract buyers, then what are you going to do? How are you going to do that? Then you can do a Facebook marketplace. You can do some Craigslist ads. You can do a text blast. You can also pick up the phone and call people and advertise, the great buyer programs that we have. And then you can also post on your social media platforms. You can also, everywhere you go, you got to be a walking, talking billboard. Every single thing about you, you have to be the embodiment of what you want to create. If you want to create more sales, if you want to create more buyers, if you want to create more sellers, you better be ready to take on an opportunity. If you were in a restaurant right now standing, if you were going to order your coffee, if you're going to pick up your call, every single place you are, you literally have to be looking at the opportunity to how you can generate a potential partner in your business. And your job is to get their name, number, and email and address if you can. Name and number minimum. And what you want to do that is then put that into CRM. And if you're part of EXP, obviously you're blessed with the KV Core. You put them in there, the system will automatically touch them for 39 times for the next 2 years. You can also turn on property alerts to keep them updated with what's going on in the market. Let's just say you meet somebody in Riverside, then you're going to want to send them all the just listeds in Riverside so they can email with that. You also want to identify whether they own a house or they want to sell a house, so you want to put them in a separate campaign. And if you know they're in a particular area, you also want to send them a market report. And you can do that with 2 minutes on your KV Core, and you don't got to go back to the office to do that. You can do that on the spot. When you're getting the person's contact information, you're literally creating a profile on your KV Core app on the spot. You turn on your campaigns, your alerts, your text messages, you turn on everything, and that person, now you have someone in your database that you met face to face, and now you got that person in and now being nurtured. If you do 5 to 10 of those a day, the people that you meet, and let's just say you set them up with everything that I just said, in a year's time, if you do this 5 days a week, you will have 25 new contacts, assuming that you get 5 a day. And if you want to be a little more aggressive, you could do 10 a day, but let's just say 5. 5 times 5 is 25. You got 100 a freaking month. That's 1,200 contacts to your database in a year. And even if you close out 1% of that, that's 12 transactions. 12 transactions is an average price point is $500,000. That's $15,000 times, 10. That's an additional $160,000 to your income. It's not a whether or not it's potential or it's a possibility for you to produce. You just got to literally take this serious. And if you got to have passion. It has to exude. It has to come out of you. I'm not just passionate because I woke up like this or I basically was born like this. I literally have to put myself in this state and continuously show up. And guess what? During this transition, the daily things that you're doing are not going to be necessarily fun. But if you're able to keep yourself in the moment, because in the moment is where the magic is at, if you're able to really focus, like, I'm breathing, I'm alive, I have an opportunity, I have a possibility to create my vision, I'm connecting with the people around me, I am a blessing to people I'm talking on the phone, I am doing open houses and I'm connecting with the people, I am always at the right place at the right time. If you look at yourself like that and you look at your life like that, you will grow your business. There's no way around it. The world will manifest what you want, but you gotta demand it to happen. You cannot be timid about it. You cannot be cautious about it. You gotta be crystal clear of what you want. Because if you say, I wanna go and drive to New York, you better have a map to New York, because if you wanna wing it and get to New York out of your instinct and maybe you wanna follow the signs, then guess what? It's gonna take you 10, 100 times longer for you to get there. If you create yourself a map and you chip away at the map every single day, then you will get there much faster. It's gonna take some time, but remember, on the way to New York, on the way to your goal, don't forget to acknowledge what's going on around you. Don't forget to acknowledge the fact that you're alive. Don't forget to acknowledge that you have everything you need right now to be fulfilled. You do not need anything outside of yourself to tap into joy, to tap into abundance, to tap into wealth. And that comes with practice. You got to practice the realm and the dimension of the moment. Because if you keep practicing the dimension of the mind is going to take you to survival. And your mind does serve a purpose, obviously, because it's your mechanism, it's your supercomputer. But don't allow the supercomputer to just go on a rampage and keep you on a loop. Because that's why people don't get the results. They keep going in a loop, because you're not specific, you're not clear, you're not purposeful. So make sure that you are purposeful with your time. You're purposeful with your energy, purposeful with your words, purposeful with your conversations, purposeful with your interactions, purposeful where you eat. Every single thing is a purpose. This video right here is a purpose. My intention is to share some of what I got in here and give it to you. And I want you to take this and install it and implement it in your business. All right? So I can keep going for another 10 minutes, but I think you got the message. Take action, accomplish your dreams. This is your year. Like, stop sleeping on it. Wake up. This is your year. Demand it and let's get it. Peace.